so far this morning. My name is Jennifer Lieber. I'm a Deputy Elections Director. With me today is Supervisor Bill Gates, and I'm going to go ahead and let him take the beginning of this press conference. He will have comments, and then we will do our question and answer. There are quite a few members of the media here. Our technology isn't as slick it has been in the past press conferences, but we'll do our best to repeat the questions as we get them for those of you who are watching live online. And now Supervisor Bill Gates.
Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Want to thank everyone for coming out here. Really Chamber of Commerce weather day today. We've got 74 degrees for our high temperatures, so really happy to see everyone out here. Things are going very well right now out there at our 246 vote centers across Maricopa County. Right now, the average wait time is about 2 minutes, so very, very short lines out there, so that's great. We've already had over 93,000 people check in to vote this morning, so lots of people out there, but certainly what we were anticipating. At the most, we have just a small handful of our vote centers that have 30-minute waits, but like I said, the average wait is just 2 minutes long. As we've been suggesting to people throughout this period of voting, make a plan if you haven't voted yet. We anticipate the heaviest time in the remainder of the day is going to be from 4 to 7 p.m. So before you go out to vote at the vote centers, go on to our website, go on to locations.maricopa.vote. There you can check out all of the vote centers and the current wait times, so you can go to the most convenient vote center and go ahead and vote and then go on with your day. We are grateful for everyone who is working hard here in the tabulation center. We have people working 16, 18-hour days. This is a 24/7 operation, and I really appreciate, and I know the Board of Supervisors and the Recorder appreciate all of their hard work. Just one thing to keep in mind, if you get into line at 7 p.m., you will have the opportunity to vote. No matter how long that line is, stay in line and go ahead and vote. As far as any questions about what's going on with the election, if you have concerns about things that you might be reading on social media and elsewhere, please go to our website, justthefacts.vote, where you can get the most up-to-date and you can get accurate information. The first results will be reported this evening around 8 p.m., and we anticipate we'll have approximately 1.2 million ballots that will be reported at 8 p.m. And then as the evening goes on and as we go into the early morning hours of Wednesday, we'll be reporting the results of people who are going to the vote centers and voting in person today. We anticipate that those numbers that we report around 8 p.m., that'll be about 70 to 75% of all of the early ballots have been cast. We've had a lot of excitement for this election, a lot of participation both in early voting, and of course that is continuing on today. So with that, be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
And we're going to actually utilize spokesperson Fields to help point people out for their questions, because we are. Yes, Nicole.
I was wondering, are you all seeing the misinformation circulating that some vote centers are shut down, and to address that, how many shut down?
Yes, absolutely. No, appreciate that question. There have been no vote centers that have been shut down. We are out there going ahead and servicing the printers as we normally would if there are issues, where people, where we need to update the toner, but there have been no vote centers that have been shut down. Things are moving very smoothly out there today.
So the question was to sort by wait times. The way the back end of this information works on the website is if you put an address in, it will give you the shortest wait times within that area. We do not have a sort that will actually sort everything in the valley, because the website's really designed for that voter who gets on and they're at a certain location and they want to see the shortest wait times in the location that they are at.
To 2022, there was a lot made about some printer issues. I know you've bought new printers since then. Can you just talk to us about how it's going, if there have been hiccups, where those have been, and when those might have been?
Yeah, so like I said, the printers have been operating very well. The board, we invested $9 million in getting new printers, and those are running very well. We're not running into, at this point, any of the tabulation challenges that we saw in 2022. And with regard to some of the ones that have a little bit longer lines, again, we're talking like 30 minutes, 32 minutes. I know Surprise, City Center, that one is very popular. Location, I believe Mesa Community College, Indian Bend. These are some of the ones that, frankly, in early voting, we've seen with some of the longer wait times too. But again, we told people, we talked about this yesterday, we've been talking about this, lines will occur, but we're very pleased with what we're seeing right now. But something that's important, for people that really want to avoid the lines, your slowest time left in the day now is going to be mid-afternoon. So go out in the mid-afternoon, you're going to be likely to have the shortest lines. And again, if you can't go and vote until after work, which I absolutely understand, for those folks, probably a good idea to go on to locations.maricopa.vote to see where the shortest lines are, and then go there and get in line by 7 p.m. and you will have the opportunity to vote today.
Behind the camera over here.
Yes, in the black.
Really beefed up security ahead of this election. A lot of changes from 2020. Just wondering how things are going today on that front. Have you had any?
All right. You've done the investment, or we
Yeah.
can have the sheriff speak?
Yeah, well, I would say, first of all, from our perspective, and happy to see if the sheriff has anything to add, we're very proud to have made the investments in security here at this facility and elsewhere. We have invested millions of dollars in that to make sure that the workers who are here today feel safe, and things have been very calm, but happy to, if the sheriff wants to add anything to that.
Yeah, just real quick, want to thank all the public safety partnership out there. Every agency is dialed up for this. We've done a lot of planning prior to this, and we have several emergency operations centers, communications, cross-line, all the way from McTech to Phoenix to our ACTIC and even the sheriff's office. So those communication lines are continuing with anything that comes up. At this point in time, we've had no credible issues relative to public safety, and we will continue to monitor and assess and have those resources deployed throughout Maricopa County until those polling centers close, and then obviously things will start to wind down over at the tabulation center.
Yeah, and I just want to thank the sheriff. I want to thank all law enforcement here in Maricopa County, as well as our federal partners who have just been amazing, county attorney, U.S. attorney, across the board. It's a partnership that we have here in Maricopa County that I think is really second to none. So again, Sheriff, thank you so much.
We got folks in the back that we don't want to miss out on.
Over here. See somebody in the back?
I don't know if they can be seen. Jillian?
Hi there, I'm missing it. Do you have any expectation of what time the trucks will get back after the shutdown?
So the question is about the shutdown of our vote centers. Our vote centers, obviously, they close at 7. If voters are in line, they are allowed to stay in line, they are allowed to vote. Maricopa County is an expansive county. We are larger, I think, than 7 states in the United States. So as those vote centers close down, they pack up their materials. It's going to take time for them to bring those materials back to the tabulation center. We are expecting to be here most of the night as those centers break down and bring back that information. I don't know that that's very helpful to your question, but it will take time. All right. We're good to go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What are you doing to